Okay, so we're getting started with the interview for Climate Safe Lending Network, and I'm joined by Dr. Asongo. Please, could you introduce yourself and your organization?
Thank you, Rebecca. My name is Dr. Asongo Ibrahim, and I work with Standard Microfinance Bank here in Nigeria as the Chief Operating Officer. I've been with them for more than 10 years, and we have been working to develop the community here in Nigeria.
Wonderful, thank you. And we have three questions for today. And the first one, why do you see providing clean energy finance to households and small businesses as important?
Yeah, thank you for that question. There are many reasons why we see financing clean energy as very important, both to households and SMEs. The first one is, enhancing energy access and economic empowerment in many parts of Nigeria and across Africa. Households and SMEs they face unreliable and non-existent access to electricity. So by financing clean energy solutions like solar systems, we enable the SMEs to operate more efficiently and to extend their business hours and reduce operational costs. Also, it's a way of promoting climate resilience because it helps to mitigate the climate change by reducing reliance on fossil fuel. For SME in agriculture, such as cold storage and perishable goods, solar power irrigation, clean energy solutions enhance productivity while building resilience. Another reason which we felt is very, very important is reducing energy cost and improving business viability. Clean energy reduces long-term energy cost compared to use of diesel or use of grid electricity. So this cost efficiency allow the SMEs to reinvest the savings into the business growth, create jobs, and also local economic development.
Fantastic. So lots of economic reasons, as well as good for the environment too. Thank you. And
Exactly.
second question. In Nigeria, in particular, what are some of the barriers or enablers to providing more clean energy finance?
We have a quite a lot of barriers to clean energy finance. The first one is the high upfront cost. The high upfront cost. Many clean energy solutions such as solar home systems and mini grids require significant initial capital investment. This cost is often beyond the reach of low-income households and SMEs without affordable financing option. So that constitutes a barrier, the high cost upfront. And then I think secondly should be limited access to affordable financing. Traditional financial institutions are often reluctant to finance clean energy projects due to perceived risk and lack of understanding of the sector, and then the absence of tailored financial product. So interest rates are also quite very high. So that also is a barrier. I think the third one, which I would think about, is lack of awareness and technical knowledge. Many consumers, especially in rural areas, they are unaware of the long-term benefit of clean energy solutions. So this knowledge gap extends to financial institutions as well, which may lack the expertise to design suitable loan products. So these are the barriers. Then another one is currency and exchange rate risk. Many of these technologies come from outside the country, so fluctuations in exchange rates, increase in cost, making the product less affordable for end users. And then the enablers, of course, the second part of your question. Enablers, I can think of innovative financing models like pay as you go models, leads to own schemes and microfinance solutions made clean energy more accessible, which is exactly what we do in Standard Microfinance Bank. And then another enabler is partnership with development agencies like CSL, and is another very good way of collaborating to ensure that we de-risk investment and expand access to clean energy financing. And then another enabler is the growing demand for energy access. Because in Nigeria, for example, the unreliable grid supply has created a very strong demand for alternative energy solutions, especially among the SMEs seeking stable power for productivity. This demand drive innovation and open new market opportunities for clean energy. So, in summary, these are the barriers and then the enablers.
Yeah, thank you very much. And just picking on some of what you said, I think I can understand there's some of those very real financial barriers and then the enablers with innovation and also the importance of collaboration, partnerships and increasing awareness and so on. And just to say it's been wonderful also to collaborate with you. And I think collaboration is so important and sharing knowledge where we can and inputting to some of those solutions. So thank you. It's been wonderful to work with you too.
Thank you
And
very much.
that leads to a final question. I think banks have a really key role in that finance space and developing products and so on. So could you give some examples of some of the actions that you've taken as a bank on clean energy finance, please?
You mean the action in relation to our work with CSL?
Yes, please.
Okay. Collaborating with CSLN, it was a very good opportunity for us. Prior to our partnership, we were into green energy financing quite okay, but being a bank, we are doing it just as one of the products. You give money, you collect money. But when we now got the privilege of being incorporated to work with CSLN, we have done quite a lot of things that we made progress. Number one, there was no climate financing policy. With the work through the workshop and partnership with Mr. Obi and his team, we were able to develop a climate financing policy that clearly outline what are the sectors that constitute climate finance and what are the metrics that we have to use to measure the positive impact of what we're doing in the community, which was quite helpful for us. And also trying to give us a kind of training on how best uh, we should approach, whether being agricultural sector or whether being the household, whether the SME, what are the key innovations that we should bring into the financing that we make it more clearer, unlike what we were doing before. So these are the key learning points that we have taken back as a result of our work with CSL.
Lovely. And before we finish, is there anything else that you would like to add, perhaps about your bank generally, or any other comments about banking and clean energy finance? Please feel free to share more generally.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to share my insight today. I would like to emphasize that clean energy finance is not just about addressing environmental challenges. It is a powerful tool for driving economic growth, enhancing livelihoods, building climate resilience, especially in vulnerable communities. So here in Standard Microfinance Bank, through we have first-hand access to clean energy, uh, which can make the lives of the rural dwellers, to empower them, to boost agricultural productivity, to enable SMEs to thrive. And I believe that fostering stronger partnership, innovative financing models, and supporting policies, we can scale climate smart lending to create more sustainable and inclusive future for Nigeria and beyond. And I look forward for potential collaboration with Climate Smart Lending Network to advance these goals. And I want to thank you once again for this meaningful conversation.
Well, thank you. Likewise, a big thanks from our side. We really appreciate the comments and taking the time for the interview today. And to everyone listening, have a wonderful day. If you do have any comments or questions, please feel free to reach out to Climate Safe Lending Network. I'm happy to connect on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure. Wish you all the best for the day.